Audio's on.
We're live here for round one of the Blute UQ Megabowl. Team Burgess taking on Team Winder. Burgess with the ball running left to right on your screen. Big thanks to our partners, Blute's Bar, live streaming on their platform, and the UQ Rebels as Luke Bellamy splits, coming off his right foot most likely. Good defence there by Team Winder. Team Winder captained by Ellie Draper, sporting the famous colours of the Canberra Raiders, and they're rucking off their line there. A couple of big name players in this side as Tussie Courts plays the ball on the sideline. That's three just pushing over halfway here. Four, and look for Liam Bauer. Loves coming off that left foot potentially. Switches, and that's ball to ground. So feeling out process. Burgess captained by Justin Cridlin, who unfortunately won't be here till half time. So they're running on exactly one sub on the sideline. So we'll be interested to see how they feel in the second half. A bit of chirp coming out of Mr. Courts. So just rolling over halfway here, and they've turned it over with an over the mark roll ball. So Winder looking to get first points on the board. Liam Bauer to tap the ball. So big thanks of course to Tribal Sport as well for kitting our teams out for the Mega Bowl, and Team Winder attacking the line. Bauer dumps and splits. Look for Liam Bauer to pull the strings here. Draper sweeping around. There's space. Big long pass. A little bit of a windy night here at UQ. So 0-0 early doors in this one. So our referees for the evening, Mr. Campbell Muir, Hayden Dodonna and John Hamster over on the far side. Looking forward to having these men in action throughout the season as well. So Burgess rolling over halfway here. Again, no subs other than one female on the sideline. So the boys are going to have to do a lot of work here. Big long pass, and that's gone to ground. So still just feeling each other out at the moment. Tussie Courts, the experienced player, still moves like he's 21, the young fella. So 4 going into 5, that just trying to get their shape in attack here. So experienced player Tussie is checking the ball. Change over, so Nick Foxcroft joining us. He's put his boots on from the sideline. Looks like the early time slot could be a little bit of a lucky draw for our young professionals that are playing in the competition, getting away from the office early. Getting men like Foxy out of the gym for those bicep curls. And Burgess rolling down. That's a short pass and it's gone to ground. So a bit of a midfield tussle here early doors, and hopefully throughout the season we're going to be able to pull a few co-commentators out to join me so I'm not talking to myself. Three, Courts sweeping around to the left edge of the screen. Draper picks up, runs through from half. There's space in the in goal. She's still free, and that is an excellent diving touch there. So still 0-0. Team Burgess starting to show some signs of fatigue without any of their players on the bench. So rucking off the try line, they come to this near side first off, and that's ball to ground. So fresh legs. Bauer, Goosey, switchback, long pass from Courts, and that is the opening try of the season to Team Winder. They are leading us 1-0. And that's a ripper pill from Tussie Courts. Dotted down in the corner by, I believe, Lauren Luck. So we might even see whether we can get the young fella Tussie Courts on commentary for game number 2. So rolling down the field again, Burgess, Bellamy sweeping around. There's a dummy pass. So unfortunately for Burgess, they did lose Cormac Hock this morning for the season, and Bellamy, that's an interesting play the ball, long pass to the link and ball to ground. So Burgess did lose their #1 draft pick for the season in Cormac Hock, and I'm sure their skipper Justin Cridlin would love to be here at the moment as well. So Winder, #1 pick, Mr. Liam Bauer, hotly contested. He's won both editions of the Megabowl so far, and rightly deserved #1 draft pick as they're just trying to get themselves set, and that's ball to ground. It's 2, just over halfway, Bellamy releasing that wider pass. 3. That's 4. Play on, there's numbers there. That's a changeover, so just a little bit lost in attack at present, and Foxy with a big dummy releases back to the near side. Winder looking to bring some fresh legs on off the sub box. That's 3. Sage Van Ballen, #5. He's at half there. Liam Bauer controlling things yet again. That's 4. 5 coming. Look for a half run here, most likely from Liam. Bounces off his left foot. Link ball. Good pass. Oh, the pop back. That's what we love to see. That's what the fans at home are clamouring for, as Drapes gives me the stink eye. So there's space. Good finish there. So just a cheeky little quickie play in through the middle, and that is 2 tries to 0 to Winder. It is indeed, young Pia. How are you? You're live on live stream right now.
Yeah.
Where's the rest of your team?
I don't know, it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, you're running out of legs at the moment.
The boys are so tired.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get old.
They like to stop, but they're not even on their play.
Bellamy left to right. That's the bat on play.
Yeah, I don't know where they are.
Right idea, just not quite the right execution. So we're assured that Mr. Cridlin will be here by around half time, so hopefully for Team Burgess the game doesn't get too far out of hand. Bauer jumps, drives for Draper. Good check back from Tussie. That's 4. Draper picks up from half. And that's caught from half. So good scrambling defence, and as you can see, hands on heads, there are a few sore and tired young lads at the moment in that group. So that's 1, they bring it to the near side. 2, Good little half run from Luke, and fortunately just caught right at the end of that with a touch and pass, and the boys are blowing here with just over or under 10 minutes to go in that first half. So it's 4-5 coming for Bauer to pick up and run from half. Pulls man on, and that's good scrambling defence from the boys in the middle from Burgess. So good opportunity for Winder here. Fresh set of 6 attacking the try line. Good little feet from Sage Van Balen. So space, steps off the left. 6 to go, well knocked down. Believe that's Caitlin Blade in the link there for Burgess. Queensland Schoolgirls player in the off the left foot. That's good strong defence again. Well done. That's earned themselves a penalty for offside play, and that is going to be another set of 6. And I'm going to be joined in commentary by Mr. Nathan Cook, who is fresh down here, so it's not just going to be me talking to myself for those people tuning in at home. So, Winder attacking the try line again. There's space to that short side, and that's a try. Good eyes up footy. Winder leading 3-0. Nathan, welcome to the coverage.
Sharpie, mate. How you going tonight?
I'm going well. It's great to have you here. I thought you would have been off at training, mate.
Nah, it's 7:30, mate.
Oh,
Plenty of time.
Drop the hug and kisses down for her game and
Yeah,
pick her up
of
on the
course.
way home. So, unfortunately, you're not able to join us as an official or as a player this season. A little bit dirty that you're not able to get on the live stream, mate.
Ah, nah, mate. It's all right. It is what it is, I guess. Just got to get the training on time, I guess.
Get to training on time.
Make sure Lofty's happy with the boys in the program. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a little bit of a struggle for the first half for Justin Cridland's team Burgess. They have exactly 0 boy subs and they're sweeping around attacking the line. Billy O'Mealy.
Wow, that looks sharp, mate.
That was the wrong line, unfortunately for Luke.
Needs to get down low quicker.
Maybe dive at the right line.
Yes.
Yeah. So definitely not what you would be signing up for early in the season. A few of these boys might not have been running in the last 2 weeks due to COVID. So young Tussie.
Bellamy's team's overpaid.
Yeah. Yeah. So Tussie Courts looking young and sprightly, and Bauer comes on off the sub box. So no doubt a lot of their attack will situate around him. That's 4. Bauer picks up, throws short. 5 and last.
Very static here.
Oh, that's good play.
Tussie finds a good long ball.
And still play the young fella. Still eligible for under 20s at State Cup.
Great hands by Caitlin O'Leary there on the wing too, mate.
It was indeed. You played season 1 in her side, did you not?
Yes, I did.
And one of our UQ Rebels Junior State Cup coaches as well. So hopefully some of the girls in her team are watching that one.
They'd be off the walls, mate. They'd be that excited for it.
Yeah, it's true. It's not every day you get to score one on the live stream, is it, Nathan?
No, not at all.
So 4-0 and we're into the back end of this first half. So just looking hopefully for some extra boys to arrive. I think that's going to be the Team Burgess's most important facet to their game at present, because getting a bit tired and Bellamy throws link ball.
That's the last person you'd want to throw an intercept to, mate. He wouldn't let you live it down.
No, he wouldn't, Mr. Bauer.
He'd be messaging you in 4 weeks saying, hey, mate, our team's coming up. We're playing against you guys soon. Remember that intercept you threw to me in round 1? It's about how Liam Bauer runs.
I think you're matching up against Mr. Bauer in 2 weeks' time in the Metro Cup, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm not in danger of throwing any intercepts though, am I?
Well, not with that attitude.
No.
Cool, the touch there, Hayden Dodonna right on the spot. So,
Mate, look at him. He's looking sharp in that DoorDash kid, isn't he?
big love to DoorDash, great partners of our game, touch footy. So, Bellamy sweeping around, throws a Hail Mary ball, unfortunately goes to ground. So,
is that great man on there by Paige Rolfe?
that is indeed Paige Rolfe out there playing for Winder. So, Drapes has drafted really well, actually.
Good young talent there, coming through the under-20s at Rebels.
Yes, yeah, one of our staples for the Metro Cup program over the last few years, Paige.
Yeah, mate, great player.
So, always good. We enjoy having our Rebels players sort of skipper these teams, sort of bring the next crop of players through. It's always been good for our club culture the last few years, just to have a little bit more time spent together, playing a bit of footy, having a bit of fun, as Bauer looks to pick up from half. And that is 5-0 to Winder. So Bauer, beautiful line. They're diving through that middle hole. I believe that's Michael Groth. Tremaine. So excellent start to the first half for Team Winder. There's just under 3 minutes remaining in this first half, and they are well and truly on top in this game, as Coach Bauer is in the box here.
Yeah, mate, he really loves to rally the troops once he gets off the field. He doesn't just lead out with his actions. He loves to tell everyone else where to go and what to do. So really great leadership from Mr. Bauer right there.
Yeah, he's one of the more intelligent players. No one could dispute that. So we want to see Luke Bellamy. He's got a good dive on him, but he hasn't really used it too much. He's trying to ball play at the moment, which isn't necessarily reaping any rewards for them, as they're still on the donut on the scoreboard. So hopefully the boys can threaten the line a little bit more, and he's going to sweep around here.
Really picking up there, just getting caught off man on.
So wind up, probably look to go coast to coast. Foxy, a link in his heyday, but he's transitioned onto the wing, and that's a forward pass.
Great call there by John Hamstra.
Right on the mark, man in pink. So great chance for Burgess to just stay in touch at the end of this first half. They're down 5 tries to 0 at present. However, we are reliably informed that the only Justin Crittenden will get here at half time. So,
mate, this could be 6-5.
Oh, you think he's that good, do you?
He had a fill-in game for one of my teams last year, and I asked him, how'd you go? And he said, boys played a bit of champagne footy. They ended up with a 6-all draw. And I said, what's champagne footy? He said, give me the ball for 6 touches and I'll have 6 quickies. That's champagne football.
Oh, that's footy. And that's half time. And we're going to take a short break with Winder leading 5 tries to 0. That mic's off, isn't it? And we're back here live for the second half of round 1 in the UQ Megabowl. Team Winder running left to right on your screen in the green. That's a Rooster switchback and short ball pass, and just ball goes to ground. That is a Tussey Courts special if I've ever seen it. Has run that one for the UQ Rebels boys for probably over 10 years. So unfortunately, pass just didn't quite go to hand. So Burgess playing in the West Tigers kit this season, and fortunately a little bit down on troops here for game 1. So 5-0 isn't insurmountable though. They're just going to have to play very smart footy. So Bellamy picking up from half. Good little fake out defence by Tussey Courts, who defending in the middle, something may well never have done in his touch career. So Ellie Draper, the skipper of this side, and big shout out to Kathy Draper, who no doubt is tuning in. Ellie said to say hi at half time. So Drapes driving that ball forward, and they'll look to get a strike dump, and Drapes picks up off the left foot. Ooh, ball just goes to ground. So good defensive set there from Burgess. They're slowly but surely trying to grind their way back into this one. It'll be very interesting to see as if and when Justin arrives to help this team out, and obviously a couple of other players must be missing for tonight's fixture. So good arrows up the middle, and switch back there. Last touch, there is an overlap, and that ball just goes to ground. So big thanks to Touch TV for coming out and streaming the Mega Bowl this season, and of course to our major partner Blute's Bar. Excellent karaoke pub if you're ever out and about in Brisbane as the COVID restrictions continue to ease. Great place for you to take your mates and have a fun time on a Saturday night. Good drive by young Paige Rolfe. Gets to half again. 4 and 5 coming, and looked for Liam to pick up and run from half. He's got a clean set of heels there. He's into the end goal, and that is ball down. And that's the sort of stuff you hate to do on a live stream. So we'll be sure to get a blooper reel done up throughout this season as well, and chipping away at it. So Burgess avoid letting a try in, and look at that. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Cridlin, he's here getting kitted up on the sideline. So we'll see whether he can pull the team back in, be a little bit more competitive. So that's 4. 5th and last, Bellamy picking up from half, comes off the left, he's into the end goal, long past the wing, and that is great defence by Caitlin O'Leary. Excellent job. So Critty putting on a women's singlet on the sideline, not quite the kit that he was looking for, so that's a good chance for him to get some fresh legs on. Billy O'Mealy just catching Bowes by the shorts. So Bellamy coming off, and Justin's first involvement. So see whether Winder at 5-0 up in the game. We'll see what sort of impact Justin can have. They've looked very dominant, and Tussey Courts, he's going to pick up and go from half again. Goes off the right foot. There's a short pass. That's good footy, as the fans at home would say, and Tussey's earned the team a repeat set. So Critty doing some dynamics on the field. Not what you typically expect to see, and Tussey pulling the troops. So Drapes kicks away, just gets clipped on the shirt. So that's just a turnover of possession. So good defence there, Critty, and that's a turnover. So a bit of a coach killer. Not what Burgess would have been looking for to start this half. Now, good chance for Winder attacking the try line, and just a bit of fatigue, and that is a try. They're just a little quickie short, and we'll see that one come back up on the screen. County's back to the short side. So if you're sitting at home and you're seeing Burgess and Winder and hearing those names and wondering what are those names about, that is each of our teams in the Megabowl each season. We like to name them after our UQ Rebels Hall of Fame members. So Roxy Winder and Alicia Burgess, also known as Alicia Kolovos. So two of our former players immortalised, I suppose, at our club, and we like to pay our respects to those players that came before us at the club and pretty red hot on the attack. So that's ball to ground, unfortunately, so a bit of a turnover, but now they're at least in a good position to hold Winder on the line. So definitely a lot more running in the legs of Winder, and Bauer rolling on from the sub box. Foxy checks that ball back. Bauer picking up, going from half, taking Cridlin on. That's good, strong defence. Commentary. And they'll earn themselves a repeat set. So Winder, again, with a great chance to put a bigger gap. So Draper goes punish that short side, and each team will play each other twice throughout the regular season, then we'll head straight into a 1v4, 2v3 knockout semi-series. So for and against, no doubt, will play a big part, as we had, oh, that's very strong defence and ball to ground. So last season, Drape's team had more draws than they did losses, but unfortunately fell short. So these for and against points for Winder are going to prove crucial at the end of the season. And similarly for Team Burgess, that's great yards on the first touch already, up to the 10. So good hands. That's over halfway, so a bit of expansive footy at the moment. So Critty checking the ball back to Bellamy. That's 5 and last. Cridlin from half, that's a short ball. Good defence there. Winder looking very strong thus far. So again, looking to ruck the ball off their try line, shift the ball away to start the set. Forward from half, so referees right on the spot. Young Campbell Muir sporting the shorter socks today. Interesting referee uniform decision there. So good chance for the Burgess to hit back here. So their first real opportunity in a while to get another crack on the line. So ooh, good strike by Ellie Draper. Eyes up footy, so really strong defensively and just panicking the pass. And that's still 6-0, just over 11 minutes left in the first half. And we're just rolling over halfway, so that is the last touch. Sage Van Balen goes from half. Short pass, there's almost numbers on the outside. Lucky just flicking that one to ground. So good opportunity again in a reasonable field position to start their set. The Team Burgess, and they go away to that far sideline again. Billy O'Mealy picking up from half, comes off the left, goes off the right. And that is a change over. So Winder driving the ball straight down the guts to start the set. Just a little bit of confusion there, so trying to get themselves set up. Tussie will pick up and go from half, off the left. Earns them a repeat set there attacking the line. So another excellent opportunity for Winder to get themselves another try on the board, and Tussie Court's just pulling the strings here in attack. So just that is good footy there. Little quickie outplay and drops at the try line, and we'll see that one come up on the replay. So Tussie Court's just checking the ball back. Splits right. Yeah, that ball is definitely down. That's good attack on the try line, and Winder in a very commanding position, 7 tries to 0. As the Townsville connection arrive, Mr. Searle and Tafelos and Ivan Lynch looking very dapper, if I do say so myself. So Burgess attacking the try line, trying to get their first try on the board. So Critty sweeping around, and that's going to be ball to ground. So
Run, Bowers. Running, we're running.
good little check pass again there. And there's space over to the top of the screen, and Bauer decides to take the touch. That's over halfway. 4-5 coming. Bauer will drive for Foxy, and he's going to pick up. Short ball, good defence. Correct call there by the official, Mr. Dodonna, calling that one as ball to ground. So that's 3. 2 more touches. So see what Critty looks to get happening here. He's going to check the ball to Bellamy. And that's going to be a touch and pass. So Bauer straight on the ball, playing up tempo. Very sensible play against Burgess, who are short for the Tigers.
Yeah.
There.
Which one?
There. Yeah. It's ball to ground, so so Cridlin going from half here, gasses into the short side, and that is first one on the board. Good little half scoot from Critty, and that gets him the first try set up there. So just picks up, goes off the left, goes straight into that short side, ball in 2 hands, and then good little finish there. So 7 tries to 1 at present. A little bit out of reach with just over 5 minutes to go, but every try is going to be important for their side, especially for the for and against. So Winder looking to get that one back. Drapes tapping off.
Is it still down there?
So Winder just looking, splits out Tussey Courts, goes from half, short pass, and that's a try to Ellie Draper. So skipper on the board. No doubt all of the fans watching at home will be ecstatic with that one. So that's 8 tries to 1. Very comprehensive thus far for Winder. Tussey Court's a very handy pickup this season. It hasn't featured in the Megabowl as yet, the big fella, so good to have him involved, and no doubt the Brains Trust at Winder will be looking to utilise him as Cridlin sweeping around, and that's going to be a try. Good little play by Critty. Game opening up a little bit now. That's 8 tries to 2. So classic Justin Cridlin play. Sweeping around, gets the middle. Gets nice and low. And so 9-2, that's a good little punish play, stepping back off the right foot. So good touch by Peter Murphy, protects the short just a little bit. The space opening up on that inside. So very comprehensive performance here thus far from Winder. So look, Critty will just taking a touch there to get themselves set. So no doubt Critty had some success with the sweeper previously, so he's going to go again, and Foxy's made that touch. And that's good footy. Excellent read by Drapes there, with Foxy getting caught up in the touch, but Burgess just a little bit too good. So sweeping around again, same platform. Quick hands by Cridland. Excellent hands and shift by Caitlin Blade in the corner there to Pia Murphy, who dots it down. So 9 tries to 3. Under 2 minutes to play. So important here for Burgess just to make sure they hold Winder out. So Foxy splits, gets the ball back, comes off the left. And that is going to be the 5th touch. So last play, Bauer, Goosey. Very professional there from Liam. So good hands. Just checking the ball around. So it's 4-5 coming. So Critty going to go for check, pass, play on. So Bellamy going from half. And that's going to be ball to ground, and that is full time. Team Winder running away with that one. 9 tries to 3. We'll be back after a short little break for game 2.